It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
off play action. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
49er first down.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The tackle by Avante Madden.
From the gun, Jones. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
His first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz.
Right down their throat.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They'll take
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down carry for Henry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
taken down. Right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones.
15-yard line.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Hines. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, 49.
From the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The toss right to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The kick by McManus is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards. And the 49er first.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a fumble. Picked off at the 21. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They'll wind wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On play action, Wentz. And he's able to find Diggs. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Fitzpatrick on the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Niners.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And it's caught. And the Cardinals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try to run with Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wentz is going to keep it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. This is out quickly to the right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The tackle made.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They forced a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And some room. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49ers' 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down San Francisco.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jones snags it for the pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Number 22.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Taken down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
1st down, 49ers.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to regroup next